I think just to perhaps open the floor, Office Notes is about 1 year.
Yeah,
Yes.
24th of December last year was
Wow,
when we
fantastic.
premiered.
So one thing I've kind of found quite interesting or curious about is how do you stay fresh with ideas? There's one I remember, the one that talks about I believe it's short people matter. I think I really learned.
I remember trying to go through the podcast from the first episode. I was able to go through like 10. I realized that where one episode like leads to another.
Yes, there's
leads to
several
another.
connected.
So
Yeah.
how are you able to like ensure that flow? Is it like you kept all these topics somewhere?
I know. To be fair, it's possible. Maybe you have like these big notes of ideas.
When I started Murphy's Notes, I didn't have all the ideas. As a matter of fact, I probably didn't have more than my first episode or my first 2 episodes when I started.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I actually have somewhere. I have like a note where I write my ideas. Whenever they come, I just write them down. There are ideas on that note that I have not I've not even touched. I've not touched some power. And that's one thing I think that maybe would inspire someone. You really don't need to have the entire thing figured out when you want to start. But there are certain things that you need to have a proper laid out plan before you begin. But then a lot of things in life, you don't necessarily need a full plan. You just need to, okay, this is my end game. And then I understand the first 2, 3 or first 5 steps. Let's just take it off from there. And then as we go, sometimes you just have to wing it. And that's really what I've been doing, to be honest.
I'm very sure that a lot of people listen to podcasts like from young, old, and all of that. And when it comes to podcasts, I have to deal with you teaching out advice. Yeah, like 20 something and you're like going to advise people of different
Age brackets,
brackets and all of that. Have you ever had anybody call you to say that it's not correct?
I've not had anyone come to tell me, oh, this is completely, but I've had one or two people that have sort of like challenged some of the ideas I've shared. So, when somebody comes and says, this thing you said, I don't completely agree with it, so then I try to clarify, okay, maybe you didn't understand what I said.
To share like what has possibly been your most difficult or perhaps the most difficult aspect in, your process in creating an episode, what would you say it is?
How many takes do you have to
I think
this particular question. I mean, for you to see a 5 minutes or 7 minute episode, there have been times when I've recorded one thing maybe like 30, 40 times. I don't even use any mic. This is the first time I'm using a mic to do anything.
Yeah.
So I did not have any special equipment so far.